Buckle up and hold on as we take you for a wild and exciting ride on the road to TransWorld. This is TransWorld Live.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Tuesday, TransWorld Tuesday. Oh, I know. Oh my gosh. We so excited to be back with some amazing friends. Of course, we are here talking about TransWorld, the Aftermath, because just one part couldn't be enough. Very excited, Sean. We're glad you are here. Nadine and Rob and Brian, obviously, we're going to hang out with him. That's awesome. Derek, yes. What's up? Happy Tuesday. We are glad you're here. Nicole is getting her video fixed, and she'll be back with us here in just a second as we are all loading in for another epic show, part 2 of our Aftermath. Please sound off in the chat. Talk about your home haunt. Talk about where you're from. We were just talking about Minnesota getting 30 inches of snow, and April's right around the corner. So it's a world gone mad. It's crazy. All right, we have some birthdays to celebrate. Very excited. Yesterday was Aaron Smith and Liz Cannon, so happy birthday to them. Today is Gavin Rogers. Tomorrow is Jason Long, and on Thursday, very own Dwayne Sandburn. So make sure you give all of them a very happy birthday. We love them. We hope they're wonderful. Obviously, any basketball fans out there, the NCAA tournaments, both the men and the women, are busting, and hopefully your brackets aren't busted already, like most of ours. Probably already gone. So, but some good entertainment, some last minute shots. So we're super excited for all of that fun stuff like that. Now, the big news, we talked about it last week in the big mainstream. Of course, we talked about how it has inspired us, the entire saga that is the empire of Ghostbusters has all inspired us in some way, shape, or form. And we want to know, did you already get to see Frozen Empire, the latest installment? I promise no spoilers, but I'm going to say that it was good enough to see it twice, which I have. And very, very happy. Can't wait to talk to anybody that wants to talk about it. We should definitely do that. That's wonderful. And in other big horror news, have you seen the Beetlejuice 2 teaser trailer? So great to see these epic sagas here come back to life. So, of course, spring break for a lot of folks, even though the weather's not cooperating with that. So hopefully you are somewhere warm, getting lots of sun, and enjoying yourself, because we have a huge show ahead of us. So hopefully you have a nice little cocktail. You're sitting back in a Chase Lounge and you're getting ready, because we got a huge night ahead of us. So first out of the gate, super excited. We wanted to get them in last week. We just didn't have enough time. Obviously, y'all hung with us for like 2 hours last week, and we're so grateful for that. So thanks to their patience, everybody in the entire Haunter community and the trans world that we are, family, please help me and Nicole in welcoming Eddie, Peggy, and Erica from Let's Scare Cancer. Hi, guys.
Hey, guys.
How are you?
Good.
How are you?
You all are looking so dapper. Look at that. Did you call each other? I think you called. So we want to apologize because we know that you have tons of stuff to share. We wanted to get you in, but we didn't want to rush you. So thanks for being flexible and saying that this week was okay, even though we had to delay some really cool news. But let's start at the beginning here. For those that don't know, that maybe didn't get a chance, 4 days of TransWorld to many is not enough. Maybe they didn't get a chance to get to the booth. Tell us everything about Let's Scare Cancer. What are you guys about?
Go ahead, Erica.
Yeah. So these two decided to start this. If you don't know, it's a nonprofit that they started to help haunters in our industry who are battling cancer, who are affected by cancer. It was started for me last year. So if you didn't see us at TransWorld, we had everything from t-shirts, patches, stickers, anything we could find to make so we could raise some money. And this year in particular, we were raising money for the Rose family.
Love it. Love it. Now, before we go in a deep dive in there, Erica, you've had your own struggles and your own health. I'm going to say adventure because it has made you a stronger person. Do you want to give like a quick summary of what you went through and a lot of other haunters go through that got you to this place?
Sure. So last March is actually, I just hit a year since my diagnosis, 2 days ago? 2 days ago. So last March I was diagnosed with lung cancer. It was a very rare form. I had no idea. It's been there for like 10 years. It's just a bad luck one. It's not anything that I did. It's just decided to grow. And then last May I had my lung removed because that was the only way that they could get it out. Chemo radiation doesn't work for this because it's such a slow growing cancer. So I had that removed last May.
Half lungs.
Huh?
One side.
Yeah, just one side. Still only got one. And I'm doing good. I mean, I'm doing as good as I can be. I'm definitely doing better than I was a year ago. And if I didn't have these guys and Let's Scare Cancer in the haunt industry, I would be doing a lot worse. So I'm really
Amen. And it was great to see you live and in person in St. Louis, and you were bustling. The booth was bustling, and it's just great to be surrounded by people that love you. The chat is just blowing up with positivity. And the entire Rose family is watching tonight as well. So we're honored for that. That is so, so exciting. So before we dive into everything that is Pandora, how was the show for you guys? Every time that we stopped by, you were mobbed, you had t-shirts, you had memorabilia, and you had this massive auction. Tell us about your experience, any sort of highlights and reflections.
It was a great show. This TransWorld was completely different than the past 9-10 years I've been, just because of the Let's Scare Cancer booth, and it showed me how the haunt community could actually pull together. The auction was massive, thanks to Ryan Glasgow and Haunters Hangout. They donated a ton of different prizes to raffle off in the live auction, as well as the silent auction that was at our booth. Our live auction, I'll tell you just a little bit about that. The live auction for the HAA, that was some of the stuff that we had donated along with Haunters Hangout, and that raised over $7,800. And that did not include the silent auction. It was just the live auction.
We were able to actually stream those first 3 items so that people that couldn't be there in person got a chance to see it. But please.
Yeah. We're working together now to put a list of who all has donated, and, it's just a great call.
So before we went to the show, I said, well, let's set a goal. Okay. We ain't supposed to tell, but you let me know when you're ready for me to tell the goal.
No, you're good. Go. It is your show. Go.
We don't tell?
Go ahead.
So, I thought about 15,000, and I thought, no, I think we can do better than that. And so we set a goal to 20. So the timing is just perfect because last week we hadn't met the goal, and as of yesterday, it went into the bank account. We reached $20,000. So
yeah.
awesome. So we're going to put out a whole list. We want to thank everybody in TransWorld for giving us the booth. We've already sent August half of that, and probably Monday we'll send them the rest of it. And we didn't take anything out of it. It's all going to August. And we just wanted to thank everybody that did it for us. And, and I personally, I want to thank the owners. And, man, Jesus helped us reach the goal. I was just blown away because we came home about 3,000 short. And I thought we can do this. And I think Blake Phillips' mom,
Mystic Spirit.
What's it called?
Mystic Spirit.
Mystic Spirit Unlimited. Yeah, she got us there except for about $60, and that came through this morning.
Yeah. So,
oh my gosh!
That's awesome. I just want to thanks to everybody that donated, and hopefully in the future when we have somebody else in need, we'll be able to meet a goal for them.
We love the execution and everything that you guys did to make that possible. And I know that the whole Rose family is watching. I know we had a chance to connect with them and to be able to do a whole bunch of good stuff, like keep them updated. And they were watching on all the chats and just being able to help enjoy the love and support, even though they couldn't be there in person. So we love that. And we love what you guys are doing for everybody. And I'm so happy because you're right. We left St. Louis and we were like at that $17,000 mark and we knew we could hit it. Super happy. Nicole, that's the breaking news.
I know. I heard it behind the scenes, getting all pumped up and excited. I was like, I can't believe I'm missing this right now. Darn technology.
Oh my gosh. So great. So great. Obviously, we talked a little bit about it at TransWorld. We're going to be doing a celebration of life for Pandora after MHC, after the show floor closes on Saturday. And as we get a little bit closer, we're going to talk about that. But we really want to make sure that you include that in your plans as you think about MHC. But really, to Eddie and to Peggy and to Erica, did you get a chance to connect with other survivors or other people that had come up to you that maybe you previously didn't know their story or their adventure with their health struggles being at TransWorld, and did it impact you?
So I know at the booth I had several of Pandora's friends, and then I had several people come up and they would say, I just got diagnosed, or my boyfriend, partner, girlfriend, however, has had it, has passed away. I mean, the amount of people who are affected by it is insane, especially they just keep getting younger and younger. And I mean, cancer definitely does not care how old you are, how young you are, your status, like it's everywhere. So yeah.
Absolutely. When I was in the booth, I had quite a few people come up to me and tell me their stories as well. And then, there was other people that I've known for a while and they told me their stories and I had no clue. So.
Yeah, it just worked out. I bought an auction piece last year that went to Pandora, and she made me a diorama for that, and it was just amazing. And we were home probably 30 days, and then Erica got her diagnosis, and I turned around and said, "We got to do something."
Yeah, it's too many people being affected by this, and the number one thing that happens in that instance is you immediately start to, I think, self-reflect and like kind of pull yourself in, and you don't really want to share it with the world, right? Because it feels like you're alone on that journey in some ways. And, we've all heard of other people being diagnosed or having that struggle. We tend to not know the words to say, right? And, an organization like this, not only are you guys showing face that you care, you're actively doing things for others that need that support now more than ever. And I mean, our comments are full of different stories and things that are happening. And we know that August is watching, and we know how much of an impact that has made for that family. And, you guys, we can't thank you enough, really, truly.
So we're still selling these.
They're on our website.
We actually sent the last one out the last one we sold today, which made us reach the goal, but we still got these on our website, made by Toxic Effects.
Yep. So Blake from Toxic made these. So
I have mine too. I'm trying to point.
Yep. So they're on our website, letshearcancer.com. We've got our merch on there too. So I shipped out some hoodies and stuff today that people had bought. And then we're going to be at East Coast as well. So we're going to have all of our merch at East Coast.
Oh, that's so wonderful to hear. And just in case you're not seeing it, the wonderful comments from both August and Allie. Dark Rose Manor will be there. We know Hunter's Hangout will be there. Just super excited to hear that the goal has been met. And to August's point, the work is not done. There are other people that are going to need our help in the haunting family and the haunting community. And Let's Scare Cancer is our conduit to making that possible.
Absolutely. That's what I was going to say. Even though we've met our goal of $20,000 for the Rose family, there's still other families out there. So please don't stop giving. Don't stop donating. You know, we can always put that money to good use through other families in the haunt community.
Now, Robert just posted letscarecancer.com, and I know you can also donate through your Facebook page too, as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent. Now, if people wanted to reach out to you, maybe donate some products or some services, or maybe work with you on a one-of-a-kind piece specifically for that, what's the best way? Who should they reach out to?
They can either reach out to Erica on Facebook, or they can email us at info@letscarecancer.com. And all three of, well, me and Erica checked that email address. So
I feel you, Eddie. I feel you. It's okay. It's okay.
I mean, that's like Eddie's regular email address, so you know.
Listen, Eddie, I know what it's like just to be a pretty face. I'm having audio and visual problems over here, so I'm just smiling, nodding. I can hear all you guys, so we're on this. We're in this. We'll let those guys handle it.
Well, we know you're getting a ton of support. Obviously, Tater just mentioned in the chat here that Froggies is in to support for whatever we need, for whatever you guys need. And I know that there's so many others that feel the same. So thank you for all you do on behalf of all of us at TransWorld. And is there anything that you guys would like to say to all of our watchers and to the Rose family?
Well, to everybody, we're going to put out a list of everybody that donated. If we happen to miss somebody, please let us know. That's not our intention.
So many people.
And we want to thank TransWorld for allowing us to have a booth for free, which allows, that would probably be $2,000 that we couldn't give August. So that's a big donation. And so many people helped out. And there's a lot of people that we didn't name, and there's a lot of people we don't even know that helped. But we want to thank everybody. And I figured we could reach the goal, and we did. And thanks to these two, great booth. And it was amazing. I mean, it's great to set a goal and achieve it. So I appreciate everybody helping.
I have to commend you, because Nicole and I stopped by several times to get updates throughout the weekend, and you guys were running like chickens, running all over the place because people wanted to talk. They wanted to share their own stories, wanted to buy merchandise, wanted to help support the cause. So just a huge congratulations for all of your donated effort as well, and your energy and your passion.
Yeah, it was insane. We got to St. Louis on Sunday night. So we were loading in on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then the show opened on Thursday. And Thursday, 5 o'clock, the show closed. Eric and I laid down in the middle of the floor and just laid down. Didn't move. I mean, we were exhausted.
Oh my gosh! I can imagine. As your feet are falling off on Sunday.
It actually felt great on my back, not my feet, but it did my back.
That too.
Listen, breaking news. If you guys want more ribbons for MHC, our good friend James O'Hennessy is more than willing to bring them.
Hey.
Yeah. He's like, wait.
Love it. Well, guys, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you on behalf of Jen and Rich. We love you guys, and we can't wait to continue supporting the cause. And we'll have to talk as we get closer to East Coast and to MHC and further our partnership.
Absolutely.
Right, thanks, Chris.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. Oh, what amazing people, what an amazing cause. And thanks to each and every one of you, we have hit that goal for the Rose family. We love them, and we can't wait to celebrate them when we get to MHC. And as we get closer, we're going to talk a little bit more, because we are going to have a celebration of life there, and it's really going to be a special moment. So make sure you keep that in your plans on Saturday, right after that show floor closes during MHC. But if Nicole was here, we would say, but wait, there's more, because we always got more. We have a huge lineup today. We're very excited to welcome back to the show our two good friends from Midnight Mayhem Apparel, Brian and Bradley. Welcome back to TransWorld Live.
How's it going, guys?
What's going on?
Oh, not too much. Still recovering.
Yes. Yes. Nicole made that mention right at the top of the show. Like, we're still like feeling that exhaustion.
Oh yeah.
It is fun because there's so much to unpack. There's so many different, you watch all the social media feeds and people's reactions of this year's TransWorld. We were lucky enough to have you guys on just a week or two before the show, and super excited to reflect with you. How did everything go? How was your show? We knew what you were bringing. How did it work? How did it flush out?
It was incredible. I mean, we just, we weren't sure how people were going to react. The bigger booth, more products, a lot more time and, money invested into the show. But the response that we got from you guys, the support we got from the industry, it was awesome. I mean, there's no other way to put it.
Oh, love that. Love that. Now, we know you got a thing for clowns, and we love that. But for those that may be less familiar with Midnight Mayhem Apparel, can you give us the quick view of who are you guys and what do you do?
Well, we've kind of branched into doing absolutely everything. As everybody knows, we started as just clowns because that's what we knew with our R&D and everything. The clown suits got so popular, and we kept our quality up, we kept our prices down. It really just gave out a really good product, and now that same quality and R&D and artwork that is put into every one of our costumes has, just the show proved that it exceeded our expectations, to say the least.
Well, and there's a big demand for you guys. Like, I heard a lot of people talking about your new products, and you guys definitely showed up in a really big way.
We always do.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. So let us in on a little secret. Let us know, give us some highlights. Tell us, what's selling the best? What's happening? Yeah. What should we be looking for? What should we be running for when it comes to the other shows?
So, unfortunately, this year we will be attending but not vending at the other shows. We did insanely good at TransWorld. We don't have the space in our schedules, left to do shows. We still have, a very limited amount of room for smaller orders. The show was crazy. We had a lot of orders, a lot of big orders. All of our stock got completely wiped out. But awesome. As far as products that did great, that people were just, running for and ordering, first day, selling the models, getting orders on them. We had one of our new Scarecrow costumes that we actually premiered on the first TransWorld Live before the show, called Dread Straw. So, the classic Scarecrow character. He was on the front line for the show, and people loved it. We also sold a ton of clown suits. Obviously, every year we think, oh man, are these going to sell? We've sold so many.
Done, right. And they are never done.
No, they keep coming back. They love what we bring, and we love to keep making more and challenge ourselves of how do we make the same thing different and make people want it more, And then we had a couple other costumes. The Hex Robe, that's one of our really popular. Swamp Witch, kind of a old hag type of a look, and people love that. It's very versatile. We got multiple colors for a Grim Reaper, a Witch, any Druid, anything you need.
The Malachite robe is real popular.
Yep.
We took a robe and really embellished it. So, you put a lot of work and detail into these things, and people actually notice it. When when you could build your own gear and make it your own, people like that unique stuff as well.
Yeah,
very much so.
I would say our classic, hayride farm characters never disappoint. We have a kind of like maniac hillbilly type of character, and then we also did a new one this year that I had made a few of them for somebody that ordered them, as well as the hayride I work at. But it's a character we call Pulp, and he's got classic farm clothing, overalls, and a thermal, but he's got pumpkin pulp all over him, so he looks like he's just spewing out pumpkin guts, and people were just overly impressed with how realistic it looked compared to what they've seen. They're like, oh my gosh, this looks like pumpkin guts.
Love this.
Everybody put their hands on them,
Oh my gosh, look at these pictures. Love this.
Oh my God.
Love this. This is great. So basically, just like Let's Scare Cancer, you guys did not sit down. You're ready to saw your feet off, obviously, because you were mobbed.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Brian and Michelle worked endlessly on creating the costumes. I worked endlessly on distressing and doing my part and everything, making the facade. But it was a rush. I got a head start early on, and then Larry from the darkness brought me out, and I got stuck there for like a month, and then that was right before TransWorld, and I was panicking for this like final stretch going to the show, but somehow we made it.
That was a rough week of pushing with many hours.
I love it.
It's craziness.
Do you have a favorite moment from this year's TransWorld, or a favorite memory that's that happened that you can recall on air?
I think I would speak for both of us to say just the overall reaction from people. We've been around for a few years. We're not this big new vendor. People kind of know who we are, and the overwhelming support and like the awe factor that this year had on people. Everybody was saying, oh my God, you guys have so many costumes on display with mannequins. The facade looks great, everything. And it was nice, and it was very rewarding to hear the support that the industry was giving us.
Yeah, that support comes in, and you get people taking pictures, and seeing those people come back after 5 years and go, my suit is still doing great. My costume's still awesome. Now we're going to add more. That has always been our goal. And it came to a realization this year when we had many of those people come back and say, hey, we've got all these suits. They're still running great. They haven't wore out. We need more of those suits. So that 5-year goal that we were kind of attempting and pushing for really came to fruition this year. But I think, my greatest time at TransWorld is always seeing all of our friends, because you get so much camaraderie and collaboration starts happening even in the beginning. Even though we're busy, you get about 30 seconds to go, hey, I got this idea all of a sudden. And of course, Nerf wars are always fun, but we didn't even really get out our Nerf guns this year. So we're sad about that. They did fly on the last day. Robert didn't get taken out in a window.
So now I got to ask, just breaking in here with this question, would you say that this was one of your busiest TransWorlds ever?
Yeah, by far. Yeah. And it's funny because, in the past we've brought people to help us out and things like that. And we kind of, just from past years, we realized like, maybe we don't need multiple people in the booth helping out and taking orders, because at the end of the day, those people are just friends of ours and they only know so much. So they usually come back to one of us for questions. But this year, for the most part, it was just me and Brian. We had people on a couple days, but we were swamped. I mean, there was a line. We had a little office in our booth, like going into the facade, and there was literally a line of people to take orders. And I was like, what is happening right now? This is insane.
And poor Michelle in the booth, she's always camera shy for us, but that is our, that is my other owner and better half. That poor gal, she dealt with all the technical issues from the Wi-Fi to the etc. Hotspots, and just kept everything organized. So we're in definitely a much better place this year where orders come in because we streamlined everything. And Brad's right. We just, there was times we were trying to hide behind the table to eat a tater tot and couldn't.
Yeah. Wait, I'm sorry. You guys got to eat while you were at TransWorld? Wait, hold on.
I had one tray of tater tots and I ate 4 of them. I didn't get to eat the rest of them.
Yeah, right. Oh,
TransWorld's the only time that cold food tastes good.
Yes.
It's true. It's true. Well said.
Food.
So now, was there anything that was a surprise to you? Like, was there anything that happened or any like major?
I mean, other than like I said, again, the overwhelming support that was totally unexpected. For me personally, we bring a facade every year. That's kind of part of what we do. We use it as a display. It's kind of my chance to showcase some of my work because I work full time, so I don't get to travel as much as I used to. But there's been years where, we didn't sell the booth at the show. That happened to us before, and it was, we ended up selling it later on. But this year, Eddie, who was just on the show, actually kind of pre-ordered that booth, and people loved it so much that I ended up selling a couple more, but I told them I'd have to make it a little bit different because, Eddie had a very specific design and we're keeping that his, but
yeah,
it wasn't even for sale. There was no sign that said it was for sale. People just loved it so much. They're like, I want to order one of these. How much do you want? And I was like, okay, I guess I'm making more.
Sold.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Congratulations on that.
Yeah.
No, thank you. It was incredible. Yeah. Definitely. Every year is obviously a little bit better, and it technically is a record, but this year, absolutely, without a doubt, blew it out of the water and definitely kept us, on our toes for what's to come.
Love this. This is awesome and well deserved.
Okay, so speaking of things that are happening and fun things all the way around, let us in on a little fun secret. What's your hottest selling item, guys? Like what is the thing that you're like, I cannot believe we're making 1,700 XYZ?
Probably still making clowns. I mean,
there you go.
We are making, we've been making clowns for a long time, and we are still making clowns to just a large amount. So, we kind of do UV different, and we've always done it differently in our designs and stuff. And like our UV clowns especially have consistently grown and grown and grown. So that was probably my biggest product seller, I would say.
And it's the craziest thing because, I see posts all the time, people talking about, clowns are overplayed and all these things that us haunters are just super accustomed to and we would consider almost basic, but the public loves them, people love them, and we don't give people clowns, they order them. And it's crazy to just like know that people are constantly wanting these things. And we eventually, we have that thought of like, are we going to put ourselves out of business by making, these costumes that hold up for so long and that people are buying early on? But it never fails. It's crazy.
And I guess the other big surprise was collaboration with other vendors and how costumes can be put on non-people. So there's more to come on that.
Well, you may have teased something online and we're very, very excited. So on one of your social media posts, helping to promote your appearance tonight, you actually talked about you might want to unveil or some teasing of maybe some future plans, like what the future may hold for Midnight Mayhem Apparel. Anything you can share?
So, not to give away too much, there's a lot of stuff in the works. I will say,
careful.
I know. Well, the booth, we've never done a smaller booth.
Nope.
Right? So that's one thing. And the collaboration that we had been discussing for years with certain people and certain companies and friends of mine is really starting to happen now. So there will be several different appearances of Midnight Mayhem costumes on props, animatronics, maybe, who knows? We'll have to wait and see.
Oh,
I like this.
This is juicy and zesty.
I like this.
And this is all just like since the show, things that we've talked about for years. So it's happening. It's happening now.
We have definitely put our foot down in the TransWorld industry world, and everybody knows we're here to stay. That's why we do one show. We literally can't and don't have time to do more. We wanted to go to the coast. We really did. We had full plans. I had travel plans set. Brad had travel plans set. Now he's going to just be a guest. We have too many orders. We got to take care of those people first. We cannot have time to make extra stock to try to go up there to display. We always take care of our TransWorld people first before we do anything else. So, and that's probably what helps us grow. You'll notice that we're going to go quiet here online and we won't be real active, but it's because we're doing orders. You know, we're pushed out to almost August right now. We picked up some new machines. We've invested more into the company now. There's new machines that can do different things and faster things that we may be expanding and pushing into, to give even more customization, because that's the one thing we do really well is in being able to cut our own fabric and sew it and put everything together. We can make it look the way we want. You know, we are one of the things we say is we're 85-90% built, not bought, because those hunters like that custom stuff that they don't find anywhere else. So we'll continue to be, you know, do our thing, and as usual, we'll expand. And like Brad said, you know, we never go smaller.
That's right.
So next year, I'm sure you'll see some big surprises.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, if people want to do some window shopping and they want to get on the waiting list so that they can buy these quality products that are going to stand up the test of time here, should they go to midnightmayhemapparel.com or reach out to you guys?
Yeah. Everything's on the website. We've got a bunch of new pictures that we'll be uploading soon, so you can kind of get a good look at everything. And then if you got any questions about customizations or sizing or anything like that, you can reach out to us, preferably through the email. If not, Facebook's fine. We respond super quick there. Both of us kind of monitor that. So, and whatever we can do.
It's nice to have some extra help on the business page, because with me and Michelle trying to field all questions and everything, and now we've got Brad helping out. He has a super talented girlfriend named Maddie who is also helping us out now with different things. And, you know, she's an up and comer in the FX world and makeup world. That is one that you'll want to watch, and I'm sure she's going to grow as well.
Very nice.
So many good things, guys. I'm glad to hear all really good reports, and like, you know, a lot of positive things are happening all the way around, and you guys are just like on the fast track and everything keeps growing, which is absolutely amazing all the way around. Is there anything else that we should be like watching for or getting excited for in the next couple months with you guys?
We will potentially have a couple new costumes that we're going to be releasing, kind of ideas that were,
they just didn't make the show.
Right, they were made before the show, but things that we just didn't get to. So we might put a couple of those out, see if they sell. Again, we probably will not be able to take any big orders. We got slammed with like volume orders this year. It was crazy.
I mean, that's amazing.
That's great.
There is still a very limited amount of space for, 1 to 3 costume orders. We can fit those in there before haunt season, but like Brian said, we're booked out till at least August. Okay. And we even, like you said, we took the contract from Rich. We were doubting ourselves, saying, oh my God, we brought way too many costumes. There's no way these are going to sell. And when we rolled out of there with 1 rack out of like 9, it was like, okay, well, I guess people need costumes.
That's amazing. That's
we
really,
thought,
truly.
I mean, we have to go to East Coast. That's why we made so many, as we were going to go. But
that's awesome.
And of course, you always want to leave with an empty truck, but due to the impulse TransWorld buys, we had to fill the truck, rent a second car, and drive back.
It's like a fairy tale. It's a TransWorld fairy tale at that point.
It's just so funny when you're buying stuff and you don't take anything with you that day. So it was just sitting in their booth waiting for you. And then on Sunday when you gather all the things you bought, you're like, where is this gonna go? Where am I?
How am I getting this home? Yeah.
Yes.
That TransWorld fairy tale has been TransWorld reality for us for.
Well, guys, it's always a pleasure to have you here. Anything else you want to say to all of your amazing fans and everybody else that's watching?
Thank you.
Honestly, yeah. Just thank you guys for all the support. We would not do this if it wasn't for you guys. We do this for you guys. We both have full-time jobs. We do it because we love it. We do it because you guys love us. And, just a huge shout out to everyone who's helped us along the way. CFX, George at Immortal, just always helping us out, giving us great masks to really bring these costumes to life. So we appreciate everyone. And of course, you guys for putting us on the show.
Yeah.
Allowing us.
Yeah, that's an honor. It's an honor. Well, we hope you come back because we want to get all the exclusives when you release all this fun stuff. We can't wait to have you back here whenever that happens. And if the worst thing happens, we'll see you maybe at East Coast Haunters as guests.
I will be there. I'm trying to talk Brian into it.
Oh, come on, Brian.
I got costumes to make.
Yeah, there you go.
Take care of my
guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. MidnightMayhemApparel.com. Go check them out and get on the wait list because if you want a great quality product that's going to stand the test of time, that's where you get it.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Bye, guys. Excited to see what you come up with next.
Wow. Nicole, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right. I'm having some weird connection issues, I guess. My audio's going in and out, the video's going in and out. Everything says it's perfect, but things aren't the way they seem.
Well,
but my gosh. All right. So really a ton of updates. I can't believe we're still on, like I said before, TransWorld and the hype that's still happening. There's a lot happening for ECHC in a real big way. And Chris, did you get all your events taken care of?
Oh my gosh, we do. And we have so much to tell you guys about them. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So make sure that people are staying tuned. I want to make sure that they know that is coming down the pipeline. And we hear you asking questions, all that stuff. But yeah, Chris, I think it's a good time to take a quick break and continue on with some more awesome guests.
Yeah, because don't go anywhere. We have a killer second half of first-time guests that are here by popular demand. So stay with us as we hear these amazing words from our premiere show sponsor, HauntPay.
Anything you need, HauntPay's here for you. Established in 2013, we're going to keep on chugging.
Love those guys. Thank you so much. We didn't get a chance earlier. Hello, Cannon. Hello, Chris Roosh. Hello, Holiday. Hello, Gage. We love that you're here.
I know,
Thank
and there's
you
so
much.
many. I mean, there's so many. And here's the thing: is I look forward to every single week seeing people's names pop up, and I love when people are like, "Sorry, couldn't make it on this week, but I watched it on the rewatch." Let us know, guys. If you're watching this on the rewatch, let us know that you're here, what you're seeing, what you're liking. Interact, because you never know. People can pop back in and go ahead and interact with you as well. But wait, there's more. There's
always
so much happening all at once, and I can't believe it. I can't believe it. All right, Chris, who do we got next?
I am beyond excited because we've been talking about him on the chat. We have been talking about him. People love them. We have so much to unpack with them. For the very first time to the TransWorld live screen, we are very excited to welcome Tabitha and Josh from Composite Effects, CFX.
Hey, guys.
What's up, guys?
Not much. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Busy, but that's a good thing to be.
It is. Have you been obviously, I've seen you watch the chat. It has been blowing up with tons of love for CFX. You guys were mobbed at this show. Holy
yeah,
cow.
I didn't even get a chance to see you guys because of how crazy. Every time I walked by, you were totally full.
Yeah, it seemed like this was a show that we didn't get a chance to see half the people that we normally get to see because it was just so busy the entire time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh
so
my.
are you guys just like kick back, relax, don't have anything else to worry about now that it's over?
Well, I mean, obviously, just like most of the other vendors, I wish it were that easy.
Right.
No, we have plenty of orders to fulfill, just like most other vendors that we've heard from, and Midnight Mayhem as well. It was another record-breaking year for us
so
at TransWorld.
this was our biggest TransWorld to date.
Wow,
Yes.
that's amazing. That is amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Tons of custom orders to make. A couple of really large orders that we're working on right now for some of the bigger companies out there. I won't say who they are.
We're working on some stuff for a haunt that's going to be at MHC, so we won't share too much details. But we're working on some fun stuff for somebody you'll see during MHC.
Yeah, so during the MHC tour, they got a couple of brand new masks that we're trying to rush out for them, so that way they're ready for just in time for the show.
Ooh, that's amazing.
Okay. See, breaking news right here on the show. We love this. Obviously, it's been very, very popular for a couple of years. I'm not sure exactly when you debuted them. I'm going to say probably it's been around for a while, but I can't tell you how much or how many people from the TransWorld staff literally were going over to your booth to buy your beanies with the devil horns. Yes. Huge hit.
We've been doing this for about 6 years now. This is the second iteration of them. The first iteration was a little bit rougher.
Only one color beanie.
Yeah, there's only one color. They were black. And then we kind of discovered how popular they were. And so we streamlined the process. I'll be honest with you. I make every single beanie that's out there. And so right now, I was just trying to figure out how many I've made. I think it's close to 500 beanies that I've made. And we sell out within the first couple of days of TransWorld every year.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Danny Panic, who helps us in the booth, we're so honored to have her. And she shoots camera for us. There's a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
But that was literally, she's like, I need to leave within the first hour of Thursday because I need to get one of these. I keep getting shut out.
Yeah.
Between those horny beanies and our guts, our small intestines, those things sell like hotcakes. And if you don't get to the booth within the first 2 days, you're out of luck and you have to come see us at the next show or usually at next TransWorld because usually horny beanies are only made about one time a year. So, yeah.
Yeah, TransWorld is what I make all the beanies for. So I kind of plan the entire year out. And so every year I kind of do a little bit of a different theme. Last year it was metallics and cool, colors. This year it was all glow in the dark stuff. But yeah, so that's really fun. And then we brought over 350 pounds of our small intestines and those just sell out. We sell those by the pound. We have a scale and we just load it up into the scale and dump it out into the bag. And that's how you buy guts at our booth.
It's like the butcher shop. I love it.
Exactly. It's easier by the pound. They're weird sizes. They're different lengths. And it's a fun experience for us and for the customers too. Weigh your own guts out. Who else gets to say that?
That's exactly it.
I love that. And just even hearing that, right? Like, what other place in the world do you ever get to say, yeah, I went right up and I just weighed them and they were perfect. And now I got my own guts ready to
I got 30 pounds of intestines,
Exactly.
Only a TransWorld.
I definitely make people come up and jiggle the giant pile of guts and the reaction is the best. I think we have a video. There's a little bit of our video with some of our guts and our booth stuff that I'm sure we'll get to in a little bit. But yeah, that's my favorite thing is inviting people over to touch my guts.
Touch my guts. Oh my God, I love that.
It's got a ring to it.
Chris, did you get to touch your guts?
All of my best dad jokes. All of my best dad jokes get used at TransWorld, and I'm really thankful that everybody there really appreciates them, or at least they humor me about it.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's amazing.
And Nicole, no, I didn't, because when we walked by, they were like 3 or 4 people deep around the booth, so we couldn't even get close.
That's awesome.
Don't worry, we will be growing next year. We've tried to grow this year, but everyone is gobbling up space fast. But we are growing.
Yes.
We'll add a little bit of extra space for you to come visit us next year.
All right, perfect.
I love this.
We're holding you to it.
Yes. Now, there's tons of love in the chat, but Bradley Bays just put out there that you are 2 of his favorite humans ever. So love you guys.
We love Bradley. Yeah,
Bradley, Brian, Michelle, the entire team at Midnight Mayhem Apparel, they have been some of our best fiends in the industry. being able to work with them and collaborate on putting our masks on their costumes and us using their costumes in photo shoots and being able to recommend them to costumes, it's a match made in heaven. Hell, heaven. Yes, we love them. Same as they love us. And Madeline as well. She is amazing. She's been doing amazing things with Midnight Mayhem and Bradley over at the hayride that they work at. So amazing people all around. We love them and all of our other friends in the industry who we barely got to see at TransWorld this year.
I know. I feel like I didn't get to see anybody this year.
The great thing about TransWorld is we're all starting to kind of group together. So if you come to our little area of the TransWorld trade show floor, you know you're in for a good time because you got us right there. You have Midnight Mayhem right there. You have Immortal Mask. Yes. You have Shattered Effects right on the corner of us over there. Froggies is holding up. Yeah.
Graffiti Effects.
So we're going to just kind of take over that whole corner of the TransWorld floor, and that's going to be the party zone from now on. You know, that's where you just come hang out.
And the Nerf zone. Fair warning. Bring your shield.
And the Nerf zone. I love it. I love it.
This Nerf thing is awesome. Like it's this urban legend, and it apparently didn't come out until Sunday, but that's where the party's at, apparently.
We're trying to make sure we keep it cool as much as possible. We're
2 years ago, it got a little out of control, and we didn't want to get in too much trouble. Again, we had plans, but we saw how busy it was going to be, and like on the first day, we kind of knew we're like, okay, it's going to be way too busy of a show. Right. Everyone is slammed. We'll hold off until Sunday.
We'll save those for later.
I love it. I love it. Well, we know the guts. We know the whole butcher shop. Obviously, we know your hats. The beanies went. What were some of your other hottest selling items this year?
Mortimer, our rat mask, was probably our best-selling mask this year.
Okay.
All 3 versions that we brought to the show this year sold, and we did at least 2 made-to-order versions that I took at the very least.
Yeah, I think there's 3 custom orders in the system right now, and we sold everything that we brought to the show, which that's always a good thing.
And he's a personal favorite of mine. I love his ears. His ears just jiggle and wiggle when you move your head around. It's a fantastic mask. I believe Midnight Mayhem Apparel has one on their Exterminator costume. It's a perfect complement to that costume.
And I'm going to say, I think that they really helped sell a couple of our masks for us because they had created such a good costume for him last year that now, and we came up with 2 new paint schemes for the mask for this year as well.
Oh, nice.
So it was kind of that perfect combination where it was like, oh, that's what I want right there.
Yeah, absolutely. And then secondly was one of our brand new designs.
Yeah.
So we had Jordu Shell out and he sculpted some masks for us in the end of last year. And his sire mask, the one that we just unveiled last week, the vampire. We sold quite a few of those actually. And Molly Zombie, who I see floating around in the shadow there, is going to get a custom one and a glove for when you see them.
To match the VFX puppet.
Yes. So
awesome.
you'll see them at, I think, East Coast Hunters, but one of the upcoming shows. So it's a match made in heaven.
That's amazing.
That's been such the big theme, especially this year, but over the last few years, the collaboration, haunt companies working together to make everybody's product that much better and to elevate. And it's great to see so much of that collaboration between the companies.
I mean, we get that question all the time. People love the masks and the gloves. They're like, okay, great. I have this amazing piece. How do I costume it? How do I put it in a scene? What can I do for a line character? So, we love all of our fellow vendors in the industry. So if we can recommend something and we know the company is rear and ready to go, we will absolutely recommend anybody and everybody that we can, as long as they're going to be able to, make sure the orders are good and everybody's been on top of their orders and making sure that everybody's getting exactly what they need and more. So anytime we can share the wealth, we will.
And since we have been collaborating more and more with Bradley had kind of hinted at some things about some animatronics and some other stuff like that maybe we're all working on together. Mm-hmm. Yeah, since this collaboration, sales have just gone up every year. We haven't had a bad year. I can't remember the last time we had a bad year. And I really think it's by working with other people and just kind of being a more integral part of the industry and forming all these relationships at the trade show.
Bravo. Congratulations. Well deserved. Seriously. That's a success story.
Yeah,
awesome.
It's awesome.
Thank you guys so much. Yeah, we want to be able to do it without all of you.
Yeah.
Ooh, here we go.
Oh, here we go. We got some pictures with Canon. Yeah.
And so that's a brand new sculpt that Jordu did for Canon.
Oh my gosh.
I see Canon floating around in the chat. It just passed through mold making, and we will be casting the first mask probably next week.
So the picture you see right here is pre-Jordy sculpting anything. So this is what it looked like before Jordy started working on it. I actually have on my things to do is to send Canon some pictures of the finished sculpt, which he will be able to share with everybody at his leisure. And so this is a great picture of Canon and his whole family.
You can kind of see it in that picture there.
Yeah, so there's a little bit of it there. But it was so much fun to get to meet the entire Beasley family. They were so adorable. They were, of course, so overwhelmed and starstruck, so enamored to be there. And we had an absolute blast getting to know him, the family, getting to know his interests. Him talking with Jordu was adorable. We're so thrilled to be able to help him execute this design with Jordu and get him his first silicone mask.
My God, love this. Love this. Great pictures here.
Always got to get a picture of
awesome.
the team.
And so, yeah, we usually bring most of the management team. Oh, there's me. Yeah, that's usually what I look like on the trade show.
This is us at the HAA auction where we donated one of Jordy's other sculpts, which we'll be unveiling not next week, but the week following. But it's an alien design.
Oh,
so if you're
that's
at the
awesome.
show, you saw it in person. Otherwise, you'll have to wait for another week and see.
I have always loved the coloring on these. I just want
yes.
to put there. You guys do such a great job with the coloring and the details, and like your paint jobs are phenomenal.
Thank you so much. We have a team. There's 5 wonderful painters at the shop that it's unbelievable the work that they do.
Well, you're getting a ton of love in the chat, but we just wanted to point out Canon saying it was so amazing to meet you all.
It was so like we were just gushing. It was such an amazing experience to meet you as well, Canon. I don't know. I don't even think we really got to talk about it, but my family also has an experience with Make-A-Wish. One of my younger brothers was granted a wish. He went to Disney World because you know
he's boring like that.
He's boring
because he didn't know that
experienced Halloween stuff with me. So he's like, all right, yeah, Disney World, let's go. So Make-A-Wish definitely has a really important part of my life. So when we got the call, we were like, yes, let's make something happen.
Oh, that's amazing.
So, but what you are reaffirming is that Canon made the right choice of putting Disney second to TransWorld.
Yeah, 100%.
Yes.
You could go to Disney whenever. Like
That's
TransWorld
right.
is a once in a lifetime experience.
That's
For sure. All right, you guys are getting a lot of love in the
Yeah.
comments all the way around, and you showed some of your really cool, awesome things that are happening. Is there anything else awesome and cool that's going to be happening this year for you guys?
Lots of new mask releases.
Okay.
We have new masks coming out pretty much every 2 weeks. You'll
Holy
see a
cow.
mask release from us, give or take a week or here or there, depending on holidays.
All right, we'll allow it. We'll allow it.
Wow. Every 2 weeks. Wait, I just want to impress upon that.
So we kind of challenged ourselves. You know, we felt we were kind of falling behind on some designs and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
we really felt that we needed to step up our game. So we challenged ourselves this year to do 24 designs in a year. And so we took on the Zodiacs, which are 12 masks. So that's half of what we're going to do this year. And then we're going to do 12 straight horror haunted house masks. 2 of those, again, some of the Jordu sculpts. And then I have 2 more that are coming out very soon. And then we'll take a little break with the Zodiacs, do some scary stuff, and then go back to the Zodiacs to finish out the year.
My plan is to kind of have the Zodiacs releasing in their season, as it were. So you'll definitely see some fill-in between the Zodiac release dates.
I love that.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
So then, so are you going to have Aries ready?
Aries
Yeah, I think it
actually
just
just
released.
dropped this week.
Really?
Wow.
We did, yeah. So on yesterday, we dropped his
So we don't have them
pearlescent
here.
Zodiac versions. And then today we dropped a really awesome Black Phillip version. So if you would
Okay.
like to live deliciously, we have Black Phillip for you.
All right,
And
so
we're
wait a
dropping
minute.
another
Where can
version
I find this?
on our websites, on our social medias. You can find us on Instagram at CFX Masks or Composite Effects.
There you go. Right
Yes,
there.
Robert is on
Yeah.
it.
We got this.
That's amazing.
Thank
Very
you so
nice.
much. And once again, amazing accolades to our paint team, a small but mighty crew. we would be naked masks without them.
Oh my God, this is so great. Well, I know what I'm going to be scrolling all night tonight, just catching up on all the things.
Yeah. And yeah, so Aries is a full head mask, and he's got resin horns. So the horns on him are resin, so you can do those in any kind of metallics. We can do them in the clear resins. If you look at the Zodiac version of them, I think they're like a metallic gold. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Every 2 weeks, I'm just still boggled with it. This is awesome. This is awesome.
Yeah. So one other thing that I want to see is that I've always kind of known this about you guys, but if you have your product stands the test of time, right? But what if there's a tear? What if there's a problem? What's the options here?
Come to us. Let us help.
Yeah. So most of the time, the first thing to do, reach out to us, show us what's happened. We can assess it from there. If it's something that we kind of determine, like, hey, maybe that came from the shop or something like that, we're going to have you send it back. We're going to take care of it for you. If we determine, like, hey, that's some extra wear happened, your actor was rubbing his head against a chain link fence and tore a hole in it, we'll give you a return request. You can ship it back to us. Our team can repair that thing to nearly good as new condition.
Wow.
If it's really bad, we may steer you in, like, all right, hey, maybe we can work something out on getting you a new mask to replace it. But I'd say 90% of the stuff out there is easily repairable and repairable at a very affordable rate.
Absolutely.
That's great. That's great to hear.
We know accidents happen.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Just let us know.
And all of our masks are reinforced in all the critical areas. So it doesn't happen a whole lot, but we all know what the haunt environment is like, and things do happen.
It's a battlefield sometimes.
Yeah.
Now, okay. So last but not least, I have one other question for you that's come up a bunch of times. Did you guys confirm if you will be at ECHC or MHC or?
We will not be at vending at East Coast Haunters. It's just a really quick turnaround time for us.
Yep.
As Bradley, we may be venturing over there for the haunt
tour. We're going to try and get out there for the haunt tour. Just Tabby and I, if we can break. The team's going to get mad at us, but we're going to try and break away.
We won't tell them.
We won't tell them.
Yeah.
It's our secret.
It's just us, guys. It's just us.
But yeah, so I'll be honest with you. Hopefully everything goes really well, and you will see us at East Coast and everything next year. We're cycling up the way we're doing our trade show program this year, and hopefully you'll see us at a bunch of new locations next year.
Our calendar is kind of full for this year. If you guys stopped by the booth and saw our Stitchia tour shirt, I kind of over-obligated us, but that's okay. We are definitely going to do our darndest to come out and at least see everybody, see all of our friends in the industry at East Coast Hunters.
Tabby doesn't like to be home, so I'm like, hey, we have to be home sometimes. We have
right.
For a week or two. Let's just stay home for a week.
I'm right there with you. I totally get it.
So
yeah.
Tabitha has a point.
I like it. I like it. All right. So guys, anything else you want to share with us before we see you again in well, maybe at MHC, but at the very least at TransWorld next year?
Absolutely. Well, first off, thank you guys so much for having us on. We are very thrilled to finally be a part of TransWorld Live. Anytime you need us, give us a call. You know where to find us.
Yes, we do.
We've been in the chat talking to people and stuff like that. So
yeah. Well, keep us posted on like new products and things like that, please. And join us in the chat at any time. As you can see, like our friend Tater's really loud, and he sometimes gets invited back on. We sometimes let him back out of the cage to come on in. We love hearing about new things and cool things that are happening and all the good things.
Make sure you stay tuned to our social media pages and our Facebook. Just like you guys do TransWorld Live, we do CFX Live. That's a bi-monthly show. We're actually going to have one on Friday. So if y'all are wanting to tune in, join us for CFX Live this Friday. We're going to show off a lot of the new masks, including the Aries mask and the Sire mask that we just dropped earlier the past couple of weeks. We're just really excited to show you all of the new things that we have coming out this year. And we really hope, we know that you guys are going to be really thrilled with everything.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Nicole, those sound like some good Friday plans.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Just maybe.
Love it.
Yeah.
Start your window shopping now. CompositeEffects.com.
Just so you know. Like, that's fun. Need to watch that.
CompositeEffects.com. Check them out. CFX on all the social medias. Obviously, stay tuned because they're going to be releasing stuff throughout the entire year. And maybe that's the perfect mask that you're going to need to complete whatever nightmarish vision that you're going to be bringing to life. And obviously, if they have any custom work or an image or a demented nightmare in their mind that they want to talk to you about, can they reach out for custom projects?
100%. Yes. We love doing custom work. 9 times out of 10, we can modify one of our existing characters because we have over 250 now into something you're looking for or fully custom work. You can email us info@compositeeffects.com. Give us a call at 225-756-7875 or holler at me on the social media pages. I'm the one who's usually responding to everything on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, because we are there too. And all the other social media channels that are out there. So if you need something, reach out to us. We've got you covered in silicone.
Perfect. I like that.
Love it.
I like
love
that
it.
a lot. That's awesome.
That sounds like a great Baton Rouge number there. So love it, guys. Well, thank you so much for taking some time out to hang out with us. And I guarantee we'll see you soon. And thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Have a great night.
Thanks,
Thank you, everybody.
You
for
too.
tuning in.
See you soon.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, so exciting.
I know. Now I'm like really excited. I want to see the rest of their collection. Like
yes.
24 masks in a year. That's insane. But also I'm like, I super want to know what's going on. I love the Zodiacs. Like
yes,
all good things. I love where the innovation is going in our industry and how people are continuing to try something new. And that's one of the cool things about CFX is they're never afraid to try something new. And it's really cool. And like,
Well, Caitlin Hodges, thank you for getting my my little slide joke there. Yeah, that was fun. And Slippy, happy birthday. Little belated, but happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Yeah. So we love you guys. Thanks for watching on it. Appreciate you. So
yeah. Right. But there's more, Chris, right? We've been saving one more guest for cool, fun, and new things. And who's next?
This has been a show of heavy hitters, and we wanted to make sure that we got some folks that we needed an update from because we knew they had great shows. Also had 2 amazing people that have been around forever, and for some reason have not had something. We needed them on the show.
Yeah, so, absolutely. Like I was shocked when I was like, wait, for real?
Oh, I know. So obviously biggest request for CFX, and the other biggest request has been for the one, the very only, she may be a beast, but we love her and we call her the BrandiBeast. Brandi, welcome to TransWorld Live.
Oh my God, thank you. You're making me all squeaky.
Oh my God.
Hi guys.
Hello.
Thank you for this.
We're all geeking out as much as you are. Like we're so excited.
Oh my gosh. Hi.
Hello. Thank you guys for having me and for such energy. Like you're giving me my energy.
I'm feeling very low energy today. I was like, maybe I am getting. Somebody's like, "Are you getting sick?" They had to text me. I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I am. Either that, or I'm very calm, cool, and collected, and comfortable with everybody because we're around our people. You know.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
so how are you? Tell us everything. Tell us. Welcome to the show. We're gonna let you go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right. Hi guys. I'm BrandiBeast. You guys introduced me way better than I just did, so thank you again. It's an honor to be here. For those who don't know me, I am a crazy creature crafter who thrives on making custom latex pieces. I have many good friends who have dominated the silicone industry, so I don't need to tap into that. I went into the latex route. And it's just, I want to do things that are comfortable for actors and considering the challenges that we all know the haunt industry throws at us. We're wearing these things for way too long, running like maniacs, hitting our heads off of walls. It's just, I'm trying to design around that while still giving you that Hollywood flair. So, giving you that fancy paint job that doesn't just fleck off, or that little creature feature that you might want to stand out a little bit. And that's what I thrive on. Give me all the juicy details so I can make it one of a kind to you. That's my spiel.
That's amazing.
Love this.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. No, I mean, and I'm familiar with your work. I've been following you for a while, but I'm not the only one. Our friend Ryan Bisengard says that he loves you, Brandy. I'm your biggest cheerleader. Shannon Hobbs jumping in the comments. Yes, that beast.
August and Caitlin and
Gretchen.
They just keep coming.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody.
Hey, if you ever want to feel good about yourself, you just step right on to TransWorld Live, and everybody lets it out. Yeah, and Dark Rose Manor absolutely loves BrandiBeast.
I love them too. I love all of you guys. Seriously, it's mutual. It's very, very mutual, guys. Thank you.
We had a chance to listen in on the Dozer podcast, and Slider Jesus was just singing your praises. I mean, just unbelievable. Like, he loves you.
I saw that.
Cody's wonderful.
Oh my God, the fact that went so well. I was going to wait and see if a question, but let's just segue into it.
Yeah.
That was probably one of the craziest. There's a few, but one of the craziest collaborations that I was honored enough to be a part of. What started as a conversation going, hey, what do you think about this? Turned into this head to toe realized creature, and the photos speak for themselves. Like, oh my God, I can't wait to get more. I can't wait to introduce more creatures that I have themed, and some of them I've created and we haven't seen yet. Other ones are, the gears are turning, and I can't wait to show the realized versions. I have many more models in mind and people asking, so I'm looking forward to expanding that circle. Oh, I'm sorry, we have a puppy. Sorry, hold on.
We love our puppies.
We love
puppies.
puppies.
Hold on, baby. Oh, it's a good girl. Come on, sweetie.
What's her name?
Harley.
Oh, beautiful.
My sister's dog, and her dad went bowling, so now she found me. I'm her replacement when her dad's not home.
I get it. I
totally understand.
Love
this. Love it.
Hold on, Beans. Okay, guys,
If
I'm
it
going
makes
to
you
let
feel
her
any
out
better,
for a
you
second.
have to
Technical difficulty.
Okay.
Come on, Harsh.
I'll
Give me 1
just
second,
share.
guys.
We have to still create my dog because otherwise he will be right here.
Oh yeah, totally.
During TransWorld Live. Yeah, I totally.
We love our animals. I mean, they're the best.
They're our fur babies. Absolutely.
Yes.
I mean, come on, guys.
You have to.
Yeah.
100%.
Go ahead.
Well,
I'm totally dog brained now.
No,
That's okay.
We tried so hard to just say hi to you at the show. And like many others, you were quite in demand, mobbed, and we never want to get in the way of you and your fans and customers. But should we kind of guess that you had a really good show?
It was an amazing show. Just like everybody else said, the response was incredible. The support was incredible. The show was very good to me. I'm actually going to be expanding into 2 booths next year. So we're finally going to try to do a little bit more. There's a couple more curveballs, but that's all I'll say for now.
Okay.
Don't ever feel like you're bothering me. I tell everybody this. Please say hi. I actually made it a point to try to do more of that and less of my spiel. My mom is a badass, and she was rocking it out real hard. She's giving everybody the, hey, let's try it on. Hey, here's the details. Hey, you have a question? Talk to her. You see the hair? That's me. So, I mean, she's not that confident. I'm totally making her sound more confident than she is. But, we're a tag team thing. We're always welcoming. That's why we want to do 2 booths, because the show is amazing to us. We want to include more people. It's a very inclusive spirit. Like, don't ever feel like, I can't bother her. Bother me. I have hugs for you.
Aw, I mean, God, I love it.
I love this. I love this. Oh.
So now,
Yeah.
okay, quick questions.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to go back. How did BrandiBeast get started?
Yeah.
Where did you get your inspiration from? Give us a little bit more on that origin story, because I'm getting supportive family vibes and a lot of other stuff happening, but there's more. There's always more.
There's always more.
I can actually go way, way back to the very beginning, which is really funny. This isn't a crazy long story, but this is actually what helped me pick the name. Besides my name actually being in it, there's actually a mini story behind this. When I was a preschooler, we were dressing up for Halloween, and because I have an amazing supportive family for my art and for my weirdness, which is great, I wanted to dress up as the Disney Beast. And my preschool teacher was shocked because she thought I was going to be this little princess with the blonde hair and the blue eyes, and I had curly long hair. So I looked like this little doll, but my personality did not reflect that at all. I was like no, beasts, monsters, they're cool. I want to have claws and a tail and whatever. So it's BrandiBeast. Literally, I was BrandiBeast. So we kind of just bumped that up into my 30s now, and that became my name. As for the business end of things, I was actually working in Hollywood for a few years. Not union, not, professional makeup artist. I am trained professionally, just not union. But I worked at K&B Effects with some of my idols like Howard Berger and Greg Nicotero, who I'm eternally grateful for the experiences, and many, many other artists who have inspired me. The list is long. I would love to actually take the time to list it out sometime in a different conversation. But working with these men and women kicked up my game really hard, and you learned about the industry and what Hollywood uses. So when COVID hit, I got laid off, and the jobs didn't start calling back. So I moved back with family in Tennessee and decided to start my own. That led into my first TransWorld. So I never vended a convention before. I just dove in the deep end, said, it's going to be TransWorld, let's go. And now I'm 3 years in, and I have the bug, and I hope to be doing this for the rest of my life.
We hope so too, and a lot of others in the chat for sure. You've really not only inspired but lit some wonderful imaginations. I mean, you have some of the industry's biggest names, including Alan Hops, that just absolutely adore you and your work.
Well, I adore them too, so thank you. Seriously.
Yeah, it's so awesome. It's so awesome. All right. So there's so much more to come, right? Like you've already hinted, there's going to be a lot happening with your booth next year, watching for developments. Things are going down. Your social media channels are kind of like lit up right now because of TransWorld, obviously. But what can we expect? Is there anything you can kind of tease that's going to be happening over the next few months or in the next year?
Let's see. Well, I have a couple. They're under wraps. I can't say where, but when you see the releases, they'll be big. So I don't want to steal thunder, but I have a couple haunts that I'll be working with that when they release their photo shoots, I will be posting and sharing the crap out of that once it's greenlit. It's just that fun NDA thing where it's like,
I got it.
I'm excited, but I can't tell you.
Yeah.
So there's a few haunts that I'm working with that are doing some really cool things. I actually am working with a few friends and models again to expand the suit options and the photo shoot possibilities. There might be a partnership down the line, but again, we'll see. We got
hypothetical. This could be happening.
It's collaborations. We love this.
Yes, this was such a year when you guys. I'm gonna hold these. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
This was such a year for artistic freedom, artists stepping out of their shell, like really kicking up their game. And also being confident and secure enough to say, hey, I want to work with you, not against you. And that has been such a good feeling to nurture that and be a part of that in any capacity. And I always want to egg on more. It's like, no, we just started, guys. Let's keep going. I actually wanted to take a second to shout out to all the people who made things amazing for me this year. Like when you guys say, what was the biggest surprise or just a notable moment at TransWorld? We had that Red Crimson Peak inspired character that we released. Warden's Widow was the model. So phenomenal woman, like incredible woman.
Love
so yes,
Andrea.
Our 6'7" Andrea rocked
She's
it out
wonderful.
really hard. FAS Design Co. run by Jamie Janine actually made that dress from scratch out of vintage lace pieces. So that is a one-of-a-kind gown made from scratch, custom tailored to fit Andrea. So when I'm talking about collaboration, it's thoughtful creativity, not just, on a whim. Like there's, oh my God, the quality was so exciting. So, I mean, my mom did the hairdressing on my mask that I made. So like between all of us coming together and then seeing this thing living, walking and gliding in front of you was just magical. And I need all that credit to go where it's due because it's not just me. I might be posting it or running the booth, but it took a village, and thank you for all of it. So to everybody involved. Also, Tracy Sutherland from Terra Class Aesthetics did a collaboration with me for a demon character. And I made the mask, but everything else, like all the leather work, the custom scythe that he made with the lantern hanging off of it, like, these are people's babies. So again, it's Caitlin Foxworth was the model for that one. That one
incredible.
Dante Delamore took beautiful photos. Monsters Alive had the set that they made from scratch. VFX sponsored the photos. Like there's so many cool people involved.
Well, and thank you for sharing these. Robert's got them up on the screen. Can you help kind of navigate what we're looking at here?
This one was actually the collaboration with Slider Jesus. KHK Productions took the photo and they said, all right, have a stare down, have a show off. So this was kind of the result of that posing. And again, just amazing to see pieces that I made sitting in my garage actually on these icon actors, even with the makeup I got to do. So it's been a real honor and very humbling to, to blend these worlds together. That was the Crimson Peak collaboration. Also need to note Midnight Veil Productions, Mark Bryant, a very near and dear friend of mine, amazing photographer. He is definitely somebody to watch. Yeah, oh my God.
What a collaboration. Here we go.
This one, oh, I love this one too. I have to give credit to Cody Wagner. He is a dear friend from Pennsylvania who acts at Circle of Screams. He modeled our pumpkin character and he was a blast to work with. He got so into it. I loved sneaking over and watching him do his thing.
These are so cool.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm just captivated, right? Like,
Thank
really,
you. This is crazy.
I'm looking at your Instagram while you're also showing me here. Like, yeah, that's where I'm at.
Look at the detail. Yeah.
Please, guys, check out the Instagram and stuff. There's so many goodies.
Yeah, no, I'm back like looking at like your all of your sculpting and stuff and like how much passion even goes into that. But it really truly is seeping through in a lot of ways. And all the collaborations and stuff that you're mentioning are something to completely look forward to because they're going to be outstanding. But talk to me for just a minute about, for just 1 second. Tell me about like how you get, is your inspiration all from commissions, or is there like things that you're like, oh my God, I love watching this, or
yeah, that's a question I get. Like, where do you get your ideas?
Yeah.
And they're like the fake curls on my head. They just kind of spring out and happen. I call it shapes and clouds. That's my method.
Okay.
A lot of times, don't get me wrong, I have a mental bank of plenty of things that inspire me, like Guillermo del Toro, or the 1980s movie called Legend with Tim Curry, like Jurassic Park, like you name it. There's a ton of classic references that's just like, oh, practical effects, I love you. But when I'm sculpting, it's actually a very organic process where I'll have an idea loosely. I want to do a new Reaper face or a new demon. And I might pull a couple reference images just to have a loose direction. And then I let the clay speak. Like, I'll start seeing shapes, and instead of fighting it and getting frustrated and spending 3 weeks on it, I'll have it done in a couple days because I'm working with the forms that are happening.
Yeah.
So it's a very, well, you tell me, baby, what are you today? So that is my process. I hope that answers what you
it totally does. It totally does. Sorry, I'm hitting one of your videos. It totally, I mean, that's the thing, is that everybody kind of pulls inspiration from other spaces and places, and it's always interesting to me, especially with artists. I mean, we're all artists, right? But with certain artists that you have, you necessarily are not backed into a style, right? Like, I can definitely see where you kind of lean into it, right? You're not just pulling inspiration from somebody else. You actually like lean into it. You trust yourself, it seems, that's really cool. That's a really cool process to watch. And it's really cool how much of this you share,
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm glad it reads. Like, I'm glad it has its own little personality. It's not a total ripoff. It's not, it's familiar, but not, words.
Now, okay. So wait, I do have another question. I'm sorry, Chris. I'm full of questions now. When it comes to this, like, say there's something on Instagram that I absolutely love, and I'm like, I want a replica of that. What happens?
Okay. I like to honor people's custom aspect. So, for example, I'm actually having this happen now. Somebody saw the red Crimson Peak character and said, I want that. Technically, it wasn't for sale, but the guy wrote a check among other items that he put his stickers on, and I was like, I can't say no to that. Okay.
I get it.
Here's what we do. I will make it similar with enough diversity that it's not ripping somebody off, because my promise to people is, my prices are a little bit higher. There's a lot of reasons why, but a big part of it is you're buying a character from me. So if you come to me and say, hey, I'm a clown, here's my scheme, here's my backstory, here's my details, these are the colors I wear, whatever. I'm going to incorporate that into that base, into that mask, unless it's a custom sculpt, and then it's even more yours. And I'm going to honor that. Those details are locked in as yours. I can use that base again, but that finish is what you're paying for. So if you did that to me, I'd ask, are there any altering details that we can do? Would you like a different eye set? Would you like a different hairstyle? You know, scarring, whatever, you know, the details go a mile long. But I usually coax people to give me just a little bit more. Yes, that's cool, but how do we make it yours? That's where the conversation goes from me. And most times people oblige and have something else that they can throw in because they don't want to rip off either.
Right.
So, yeah.
And that's a great question, Nicole, because it speaks to Brandi's custom work, which our wonderful super fan Sean asked in the chat. What if someone has an existing costume and they want to bring it to you to tweak or to make it better or to make some personal enhancements? Would you consider that?
I would. Okay. I actually am doing that with the customer now. We fabricated a mask design together. He loves the mask and then said, oh crap, my costume doesn't match the mask at all. So can I send you a costume to make it, to have some pieces to accessorize? So it's new territory for me. I'm very transparent with everybody, but it's exciting territory and I'm happy to take it on. I do have more comfort with creature-based additions versus like, look at Macabre Intentions. Like that's perfected. Yeah. I don't need to touch that. If it's creature chests and weird things like that, paint effects, you know, I do a couple like organic foresty looking things and sky's the limit. I mean, I'm just getting started, guys. So just because you see it on social media does not mean that's it. There's a lot in here that hasn't come out yet. I'm one person trying to make all this happen with my mom.
Which is so
well,
cool.
You're doing an incredible job. Like seriously, like, I mean, it's hard to scale this, right? It really is. And like, when you're talking about everything being so customized and original, right, in a lot of ways, it is very hard to take that and to scale it and to grow that. But I think you're doing a fantastic job and also kind of staying true to yourself and true to your customers and loyal all the way around. No, and I'm like looking at this, like you were just talking about, you said what's the character's name? The Victorian.
Oh, I didn't name it.
Oh, you didn't? Okay.
No.
Well, because here's me frantically. I'm like, I thought she said it. Where is it? I don't understand. Okay. So this one, for example, was that something that was commissioned or is that something that you came up with?
The Crimson Peak one.
Yeah. See, wait, what is it called?
Crimson Peak. It was a Crimson Peak inspired, because there's a movie from Guillermo del Toro called Crimson Peak. It's a very gothic Victorian romance horror movie. It was something that I've wanted to do for a long time, and I kind of just goofed around, drew a 5-minute sketch, which is actually on Facebook somewhere. It was just a really crappy sketch, and I'm like, Jamie, could you do something like this with me, because I can't sew? And she was like, oh my God, yes, I love period dresses, let's do this, girl. And then somehow it just took off and we made it happen before TransWorld, and now it's this larger than life living thing that Andrea.
Yeah, I'm like, it's a little iconic. Like, I'm just gonna be.
I hope she wears it more. I want to see it pop up in more places.
yeah, for sure.
So
for sure.
Love this. I mean, can we rip off the Band-Aid? Because, you know, Caitlin put it in the chat. It is something that several people have mentioned. Can we put you on the spot and ask, are you coming to East Coast Hunters Convention?
I'm not vending, but I will be there as one of my goofy characters. So you can spot me in costume running around, not this costume. It's going to be one of my other classic ones that I'm known for. But yeah, I'll be feathery and, you know, running around. So come say hi. And I will be vending at MHC though.
Okay.
So it was the same as Tabitha said. The turnaround was a little quick to go from TransWorld to this. But I'm really excited that East Coast is existing, and I would also like to plan for 2025.
Sure.
That's in my sights. And yeah, MHC will be the next one that I'm bringing more beasties.
Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. Well, you heard it here first, folks. If you are coming to MHC, you are going to get to meet Brandi and all of her beasts. Yeah. So that's amazing. Amazing all the way around. Now, is there anything else that you want to tell us before we see you in just a few short months?
Let's see. Anything else? Oh my God. I also want to shout out to Lynn Griffin because I need to just get his name out there. He's another person to watch. He's another Pennsylvanian haunter from Circle of Screams, but he's going to do big crazy things soon. If you see him helping me at future conventions, definitely keep an eye on him. Multi-talented man. Oh God, what else can I share? I don't know. I'm just really excited about the suit option. It's really cool because that's something I do want to explain to people for a split second. It's everything I do is in tiers as well because I know everybody has different budgets. Like the one you saw on Slider or Me, that was probably the craziest option that I'll offer because it's actually, I have to outsource and work with another company a little bit, but it's actually custom measured to fit you and it's sublimation printed. So, I can do my hand painting techniques over it, but if that gets the wear and tear and the rubbing and you're wearing it a lot, there's always going to be that sublimation design underneath. So you're not going to have the, oh my God, my paint rubbed off, So, that kind of thing. They're super comfortable once they're on. You do need a little help getting in them because when I say custom fitted, they tight. But they feel great once you get that zipper gone.
The second skin. Yes.
Yeah.
They really are. Honest to God, they feel like superhero suits. So that's really cool. And they have neat features because I can offer wrist zippers. So you can actually take the claws or the hands off and use your hands.
Okay.
For the men, they have crotch zippers. So you can actually pee in your suit, you guys. Women, I'm still working on it. We tried crotch snaps. They're not comfortable. So we're still working on the female option. Oh, that was one I did for Hershey Park. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Wait a second. I've seen the
yes.
Photos
yes.
Of this. This is
so
incredible.
That is an example of one of my full creature suit options.
Look
that
at
was
the
a
detail.
custom one. Yeah. So lots of things to come. I'm tired of people feeling like they want to be badass creatures, but you're limited to like Tabitha was saying, awesome face, cool hands.
Right.
I'm wearing a thermal shirt.
Yeah.
So, and there's nothing wrong with that for the people who are doing that. It's just, I know a lot of us want to take it a step further and the acting quality is way up here. So I want your look to match it. So it feels good. You're in it. That's the Hollywood experience too. When you're in that makeup chair and you turn around with the prosthetics on and you're like, I'm not me anymore. Let's go.
Yes.
The psychology of it.
The illusions for both sides. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, exactly. Like, I'm sorry, when I run around with these ears, I am like giddy as anything because I'm now a character. So it works.
Hey, you know what? I do that at Disney all the time. I completely get it. I identify as
love it
the whole week.
Well,
it's fantastic.
Our mutual good friend Ryan Visengard has had some great comments all night, but his latest one is that he says, "We love you, Brandi."
I love you, Ryan.
Now, we had a question that came in. Do you work with existing costumes that people may have and they just want tweak or to make better?
I would be interested in that. That's something, hit me up. Everything I do is a conversation. So like I have a website with a contact form, send a submission, send me a Facebook message.
Yeah.
Bear with me because I don't have a team to answer it's me. So if I'm a little slow, guys, it's because I'm trying to crank out stock for a show or something. I will always get back to you. Just bear with me. But I'd be happy to do something like that, especially because I know it fits you already. That takes the sewing aspect out of it. You're comfortable in it. You know it fits. You just want a cool chest or whatever. I got you. Let's frickin' do it. Like, yes.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
So
thank you, guys.
Another question that just came up, and I know this is at the discretion of the tailor, of the designer, but if someone is not local to you and wants to send you measurements, would you consider trusting someone to send you those measurements, or would you prefer to take those yourself?
Actually, if they want something custom okay. Do they mean like well, if you're hearing me in the chat, if you're talking about custom tailoring, like a costume, like jackets and pants and that kind of thing, I would probably go to Jamie and collaborate and give you a price between the two of us. Like if it's actually legit costume, like that gown she made,
yes,
I will work with someone else and make sure you have exactly what you need. If you're talking measurements for like the Slider Jesus suit or mine, you can send me your measurements. I might add a little bit of room to it because when I say they're form fitting, I'm really not kidding. I'd rather you have just a tiny bit of face than
Oh,
feels.
yeah.
Here's the other thing that's a reality. That red one that you guys showed, the Demoness one. She had that suit. She wore it for a year, and then she got to a point where she messaged me and said, "Hey, this isn't fitting quite right." So I asked her, "Well, what's wrong? Give me more information."
Sure.
And she measured herself again. She's like, "Oh my God, I gained a couple pounds." Like, nope, that was me. Sorry. But it was one of those kind of things where, again, I'm completely transparent. We'll figure it out. Talk to me, But yeah, I hope that answers.
Oh, it does. It does. People know you for the highest quality, and so the intention, I believe, of the question was just they want to make sure it's perfect and giving you the best information so that you can do your magic.
I love that, and everything's a conversation. So even if I find out I need more information, start the chat. That's all I need, because I'm relentless with, "Hey, I need this. What's your shoe size? Okay, I need that. What color do you want? Is this scar okay?" Like,
oh my God, I love it.
It's a very conversational experience for anyone who's worked with me. I'm always sending pictures too before I actually ship a piece, so people have a chance before I seal it. All right, guys, final looks. If you don't like it, speak up now, because once I put that sealer on, we're done. So
now, if anybody's looking at it and saying, "Okay, I need something from Brandi and I need it this season," is it too late to reach out to you? Are you kind of feeling like your calendar's full? Or is it something that they can get on for next year?
Depends on the size of the order. That's me being completely honest. Hit me up. Worst case, I can give you a realistic timeline and book you like first slot for 2025, depending on how involving it is. Like creature suits, like those sublimation ones, because of the outsourcing I have to do, there's a 3-month turnaround before I get it, which really sucks. So that kind of thing, talk to me. We'll figure out timelines. If it's a mask, there's a much better chance I can get things to you before haunt season, especially if it's like a small personal, like an actor coming to me saying, "Hey, I wanted this for my new season." I still have room for things like that. Yes, please talk to me. So.
Love it.
Amazing. I love it. Oh my gosh.
Thank you guys so much. And also thank you, Let's Scare Cancer, because I wanted to talk so bad while that was happening. They're incredible for everything they've done. And I just needed to say that. So
yeah, absolutely.
Well, and I know you have shared your own adventure, some on social media. I don't know if there's anything you'd like to share right now, specifically about your own health adventure.
Well, so far, I'm thankful. Everything's looking good. I have a couple scans coming up. They want to just err on the side of caution to make sure things are okay. As far as the lymphoma, though, that's been taken. We're good. We're good right now. So as long as there's no other weird side effects, yes, I've been good now for a couple months. We're just keeping an eye on things. But I feel good. I'm ready to take on the world right now. So until, life tells me otherwise, I'm going full steam ahead.
Well,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
You have the biggest fan club supporting you the whole way.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. Seriously, you made me feel beautiful when I was completely bald. So thank you guys so much. That is one thing I will say too. The openness that everybody's shared with this, and allowing me to also be that way. That's what I would want to tell anybody with a cancer journey. Is just people care about you. Please talk to us. Like, don't be shy about it. It's not taboo. It's not weird. You're going through something traumatic and you need support.
Yep.
So if we can do that for you, that's what I would like to offer anybody who's dealing with this stuff. I'm also going to keep donating to these causes and things like that as well. But it's also the friendship and feeling seen and heard and safe. So please, message me for monsters, message me for mom camp moments. I'm happy to just share the really good wealth of emotion that's been granted to my life. So thank you guys, all of you.
That's amazing.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
It's an open door.
I love it. I love it. Well, thank you so much for joining us. I'm so excited to see you.
Yes.
With everything that's happening. All right. This is amazing. And I am so incredibly excited to watch what's coming next for you. I know you gave some teasers and some other stuff. And so we're going to have to catch up with you at some point and find out how everything's going. And so.
Absolutely. It's an honor and a pleasure anytime, please.
So we've got your website.
Yep.
Hit us with your social medias because people are
Okay.
asking where they can follow you on social
Sure.
media.
And just a reminder, it's Brandy with an I. BrandiBeast with an I.
Yes, it is Brandy with an I. Sorry, guys. I'm not the liquor.
That's
no,
okay. I don't have
Facebook.
a hole in my name. I get it.
I'm Chris with a K. So
Yeah.
Hey, we're all eccentric, and I love it. We're exceptional.
Yes, absolutely.
No, it's BrandiBeast on Facebook or Brandy Morris, because I'll admit that I answer my personal one a lot as well. So if you're already friends with me, don't be shy to hit up my personal chat as well. But yeah, BrandiBeast with an I, all one word. Instagram is the BrandiBeast, not because I'm pretentious, but because BrandiBeast was taken. So, and then TikTok, I think, is BrandiBeast TikTok, because again, it was taken. So, but yeah.
I love it. Who the heck else out there has your name? My goodness.
yeah,
I don't know.
BrandiBeast. Come on.
I'm BrandiBeast.
As Alan said earlier, there's only two beasts. There's the brandy and the stilt. So
I love it though. Hey, it's a good thing to be. It's a good thing to be a beast.
That's it.
That's amazing. It's amazing.
Oh
my gosh. Well, thank you so very much for taking your time out tonight. And, you know, guys, definitely head on over, follow those socials, follow up on all the stuff that is BrandiBeast. And yeah, there's a lot more coming down the pipeline. I can feel it. So
oh yeah. We're just getting started. This was like turbo Brandy post cancer. So now it's just like, boom, here we go. So
I love it. Well, thank you so much. And we'll see you very soon.
Thank you guys. It's a pleasure and an honor.
Brandy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Love
you
guys.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
How is it that we're like near the end of another show? I don't even know how it's possible.
No, the time flies, and it's just great. We're hanging out with all of our friends and seeing this amazing love and comments, and you just forget about sleep. I mean, you just, whatever, we're just having a ball and getting to enjoy these amazing people that we get to call friends and be in this industry with.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. All right. So we've kind of talked about it a little bit over the last 2 hours, right? We've got ECHC coming up. If people don't know, we have East Coast Hunters. It's premiere year. We have got a lot going on there, and we're going to be covering it actually next week. I know. But this is your 30-day notice that mark your calendars, because you're coming to hang out with us in the Philadelphia area. And then Chris, what else is going on after that?
Holy cow. I mean, we have some amazing stuff. So we are officially on the road to East Coast Hunters Convention starting next week. And as you just mentioned, it's that 30-day mark. If you haven't checked, we are selling out of tours already. So don't miss your spot. There's epic attractions. You've got 5 different haunted attractions. You've got a non-haunted tour through Eastern State that I believe is already sold out.
Sold out. Yep.
And then you've got one of the most epic parties Saturday night at Otherworld, which is just going to send your head spiraling, and you know it's going to be crazy. So make sure you don't get shut out. April 25th through the 28th. And there's only one place to go to get all of that information. And I'm lying, because there's 2 places. Number 1, there's here. And then number 2 is eastcoasthuntersconvention.com.
For sure. And that's the biggest thing, guys. We don't want you to wait, right? Like once things are sold out, they're sold out, right? And this is way more popular than I think we ever expected it to be in a lot of ways. So we're super excited to be hanging out in that area. But well, along with this, we're going to be getting out some information on MHC as well. I know that's just around the corner as well. And this is definitely one of those years of like, but wait, there's more. We're going to see you again. We're going to have all sorts of other stuff. So awesome. This is awesome.
So crazy.
So great. I love this.
Great show. Thank you so much, of course, to Let's Scare Cancer, to Midnight Mayhem Apparel, to CFX, and to BrandiBeast. Thank you all for hanging on. And of course, most importantly, thanks to all of you for watching, because we couldn't do a show like this without each and every one of you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And this is a great reminder from our friend Ryan Visigard. Don't forget to sign up for your seminars because those are open, those are selling. And yeah, Chris.
We're going to have to talk about those next week.
Yeah, we
let
are.
people know what kind of awesome premiere offerings we've got.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And once again, thanks for our sponsor, HauntPay.
We love it.
Being the official show sponsor of TransWorld Live. And before we see you guys again, happy Easter and happy April Fool's Day. We'll be looking forward to hearing how you celebrate and if there's any big or funny surprises that happen with that.
We need to know about all those hijinks.
Yeah, exactly. We love a good shenanigans. So
love them. Well, thanks. We appreciate you, and we can't wait to see you same time next Tuesday, 7 o'clock Central, right here at TransWorld Live.
We'll see you.